Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of the TekTopia Survival Guide here on the TekTopia Town server. And as always, guys, if you want to join me on this awesome server that's 100% free to play with an amazing community, all you need to do is click the last link in the description. It'll take you to a website. All the information's there. It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. And you get to play with me. And that's fun. So yeah, last episode, guys, we did a ton of work outside of our pyramid. We haven't added any villagers in a little while. But yeah, this is what we did. We did all this great fancy detail work on the sides of our pyramid, these little corner bits, and it's looking pretty good. There's still a lot of work to do, though. A lot of work. Need to do some entrances, need to do all of this middle bit. But we're going to hit pause on that project right now because I am currently limited on expanding our village. I have nowhere to put our villagers, and we are going to rectify that problem today. Currently, we even have guys outside of our pyramid. There are 4 dudes living in that little hut down there, and it's an eyesore, and we need to move them inside. So I've done a bit of prep work to make our second level inside of our pyramid. I spent a lot of time in between episodes gathering spruce, because currently I have like a little dirt pads over here where I grow, 2x2 spruce trees, and that's going to be non-viable anymore, because we're going to, do a floor up here. But yeah, I've done a bit of prep. I've done this nice big platform. I think it's like 23 by 23, 25 by 25. I don't know, math. And I've done this first staircase, very basic right now. I have it blocked off because I don't want any villagers wandering up here, screwing up pathfinding and things. But it just goes down to our ground floor. And right underneath here is the other stairs that lead down. So we're utilizing the same kind of infrastructure that's in place already to make this, a little bit more efficient and resource, easy. Let's call it that. Words are hard today for some reason. I have a bit of prep work to do still, though. I want to finish up all 4 of these staircases before I get started. That way I can plan things out better. And sadly, our AFK Fisher that we hardly use will have to be torn down because there's a staircase that's leading right up through the middle of it. But I'm going to do all that stuff, and then I'll come back and we'll go over, hopefully, the layout of this area because it's going to take a very, very long time. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. So I've done a bit more work outlining things up here, and I wanted to give you guys a nice bird's eye view. I've only kind of started working on this one corner here. These other 3 are still nothing. But basically what I'm going to do is fit 16 more 6-bedroom houses along each wall. So I've done a little outline there. So that's 9 by 11 right there, and then we'll be able to do a second one there, mirror it there, and then repeat it on all the other 3 sides. So that'll give us another 96 villagers just in those 6-bedroom homes. But then I've got a little bit of space in these kind of corners here. And actually, I'm going to modify this a bit more. Right now, that creates a 4-block area inside the doorway. I'm actually going to extend it to 5. So we're going to have to tear some stuff out and push it over a bit. And that could either be a 2 or a 4-bedroom. And that kind of depends on what I'm feeling. So if these become 2 bedrooms here, we'll have a total of 104 villagers on the second level. And if they're 4 bedrooms, we'll have a total of 112, which is going to essentially double our current population, which is pretty fantastic. Now, that's going to take me a little bit of time. I've only got about half the hearts for that. I think I've got around 60 right now, and I don't even think I'm going to be able to get that many done in this episode, because I like maintaining a few just in case something happens to one of our villagers. Zombies. Zombies are bad. So I'm gonna do some stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna extend this wall out by 1 more block, and that's gonna cause everything to get pushed over 1. The other thing I planned on doing is future, level 3 plans. So I built this staircase here because I wanted to make sure that I could essentially not have to tear out any of this pyramid. So that's good. I'm not sure if it's going to fit now, though. So I got to play with some math some more, and hopefully it will fit, because if I have a wall here, and then that means it's going to be that wall. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. We'll be 100% good. Even if we have to move it over 1 more block, that means it's going to be here. Yeah, that's bad block placement, but math works out, it looks like, anyway. Hopefully. We'll see. I tend to not be good at math sometimes. So now I'm going to, tear this out a bit and reposition it, and then repeat it on all 4 sides. Shouldn't take me too long. It's just a lot of repetitive block placement, so it should be pretty easy. But yeah, I'll be back once all 4 corners are complete. And I am back once again, and this place kind of looks like a maze, and I'm kind of loving it. It's kind of cool. People may stop by occasionally and get lost in our pyramid of awesomeness. Um, this only took me about an hour, actually. I got into a nice little rhythm and groove, and I just put up walls and laid down floor, and yeah, it was a really good, easy time. Um, I was collecting hearts downstairs because I kept hearing the twinkles as I was building this, and right as I was about to come up to record, a necromancer spawn because I pretty much have it on whenever I'm at my base now. And we got ourselves another wither skull, which is nice. Add to the stack. I think I need one more now to get another beacon. And I think that'll put us at 4 because we have these 3 over here that we still haven't used. I actually bought a beacon from somebody the other day for a shulker of coal or just coal. And I have a ton of it because miners are great. But yeah, I was super happy. So now we can almost ready to put the beacons in our 4 corners. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go with like the swiftness, that thing that makes you go fast. That way I can move around my base a lot faster. And ooh, look at that landing too. Wow, impressive. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some temporary beds down though. Before I do the interiors of this place, that way I can get some children spawning. I think I'm gonna start on the south side again because that's how I did it last time. I did the south side on the ground floor, and I think I'm going to go for 16. So 6 in each of those will give us 12, and then this 4-bedroom house I'm going to make over here will give us 16. And hopefully that should be a nice, push to get more villagers, more supplies. And I think I'm going to go a lot of lumberjacks right away, and then finish capping off our blacksmiths, especially because it's going to be nice for them to be able to make those extra picks and things a lot quicker for when I'm trading and when I'm supplying these guys with other stuff and things. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go at least 8 not blacksmiths, 8 lumberjacks because I really want to get that second tree farm opened up. I'm still really struggling on the jungle and spruce, and that's just because there's less of those trees and I don't have many miners. And yeah, so maybe we'll round off. So maybe 8. Yeah, we'll go with 8 lumberjacks, 4 blacksmiths, and maybe we'll do the last 4 as druids to kind of bounce out those new lumberjacks we're about to get. But yeah, we still have a lot of work to do. Lots of work to do. Hopefully, I can finish all of this outside by the end of this episode. But yeah, there's still tons to do. Oh, I forgot to mention, I've got these kind of spaces in the corners here, and there is a nice little gap there. I may use that in the future. I may not. For right now, I think I'm going to block it off. Um, but it would be kind of cool to have some kind of mini libraries and maybe mini taverns up here. That way, our main tavern, which is kind of full already, and our library is definitely full. That might be a good idea for some future stuff a couple episodes down the line because I think it's going to be greatly needed for our village because we are, ever expanding, ever growing. But yeah, let me get these children down and I'll start decorating some houses and things, and I'll be back and yeah, we'll do some more stuff. Well, I haven't even put those hearts down yet, and I came downstairs because it was daytime, trade with the merchant, and I came over to my redstone box, and these were both full. I had to transfer things down, and that got me really scared. Because we're at the point now where we're producing very, very fast with things, and like redstone's here now. I found some coal somewhere else. I'm trying to remember where. It was in one of these chests somewhere. Coal, seeds, everything. It's bad. It's bad. So this is a problem that tends to happen once your village gets kind of more mature, even with a smaller population like we have right now. Once your village becomes more mature, your guys should start being so efficient. You need to check your storage very, very often. So yeah, I'm gonna spend the next 10 or so minutes fixing my storage room because it's kind of irks me when things are not where they should be. But yeah, and then I'll put the kids down and do all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'll be back. All of my children have grown up into nitwits, but I was having trouble locating all of them. They're still in the same houses, and I realized they were all down in the tavern. So I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but when you're converting a massive amount of villagers, take down your tavern. They'll all go to bed because the moon is already past its halfway point. It's already setting, and yeah, I was half my nitwits weren't to be found, but now they're all here. So this is what I went with for the 4 bed house. Very similar to our other 6-bed ones. I like just the little details and everything in here. I was a little bit weird on space, but I think it worked out nicely for everything. For the 6-bed houses, I did go with almost the exact same thing with a minor alteration, whereas this before would have been 1 block over, but now because the door isn't there, it's there. We don't need it. It can be much more symmetrical. Symmetry in a pyramid makes sense. So now I just need to convert all these guys up, and I'm looking for the highest ones for druids. 50, yeah, you can be a druid. Thank you. I think you were in the 50s too. Or 48. No, not yet. Um, Now, one other thing I did was I did make a second 4-bedroom house over there because I realized I need to get rid of that temp one I have down on the floor. Um, Ooh, 57. I'll take that. I'll take that every day. And I thought there was a 60 in here. Yep. Yep, you're gonna do this. The other thing I've been doing while these guys have been growing up, other than decorating this room, is like what I did with the guards. I made sure I had enough pickaxes to support these 8, not pickaxes, regular axes, enough diamond axes to support these 8 lumberjacks that we're about to make. So for now, I think I'm gonna go with just the lowest ones I find are gonna end up being the lumberjacks. So once I get all this done, we're gonna repeat the process. We are going to get a few more villagers in here. Probably not lumberjacks this time. What was your intelligence? 40. Nope, you could be a lumberjack. We're going to repeat the process. I was going to do an additional 16, but because we're moving those 4 villagers from outside to up here, we're only going to go 12 this time. I have no idea what that's going to bring us up to because I haven't checked in a minute. I think we're at 126 right now with all of this, so 12 more would be 138? Yeah, 138. Sure, sounds about right. I don't know. Math today in me is not a good thing. But let me finish this up, and we'll get cracking on the rest of this. Actually, before we get cracking, I'm gonna show you something else. We're back down in our tree farm slash mining area. Hello, guard. How are you? Um, the thing I didn't show you guys last time is occasionally you'll see that lumberjacks don't replant certain saplings for whatever reason. So I tend to make sure I have some in my tree farms. This way it's very quick, very easy for us to replant those because we don't want any of these spots being bare. Simply because that's less trees that are growing, that's less opportunities for our lumberjacks to, do their thing. The other thing we're going to do right now is now that we have, so many lumberjacks, I think we're at 18 total, we are actually going to open up this other tree farm because they will decimate this one in a matter of minutes. So this one's been growing. Yay. Cool. This one's been growing since we built it a couple episodes ago. So, yeah, it should be a nice secondary location now. The one thing that's going to be a little less beneficial is occasionally you're going to have lumberjacks walking from, the furthest tree in that farm to the farthest tree in this farm. And yeah, it's going to be a little annoying, but hey, here they come now. We're doubling the amount of available trees, and that's what's really important is that we're really in desperate need for, spruce and jungle more than anything else. Got tons of birch, got tons of oak. It's really just a spruce and jungle. I can barely keep it. Every time it's offered by the merchant, I am scraping to find 5 stacks of each. So this should hopefully help out a lot. The increased lumberjacks and the increased trees now should make things go by much, much faster. I'm going to go back up, decorate those other 2 6-bedroom houses, and then we're going to, make 12 more villagers. No idea what yet. We'll figure it out shortly. Almost forgot. I need to take you down. You are gone. I activated the other house up top now, and all these dudes should move into that other house, which is great, because this thing was an eyesore. A nice, beige box in front of this amazingness. I don't know what I was thinking. It needed to be done, though. But yeah, back in a bit. I did it, guys. I did it. I got myself 4 beacons, finally. Finally got the 4 beacons. The very next Necro, actually, spawned, dropped a, Wither Skull from one of his little minions. And it was awesome. So now I got speed 2 all around our pyramid. It's great. It's fantastic. One thing I forgot to mention, and actually I should have mentioned it last episode, was Cash came by, during that last episode, and she started terraforming around here. So now there's no more of those little gaps to get underneath the pyramid, which is fantastic. Because I had children running around all down there, and they were taking forever to get to school. And yeah, this is a lot better now. Much, much better. So I did finish those other 2 homes. Children are in, all grown up in the nitwits, converted them all into professions already. Went with mostly miners and farmers this time around. But for the life of me, I couldn't figure something out. So I placed everything down, built the homes, placed everything down, and for some reason, these 2 beds in both houses, this one over here too, wouldn't turn yellow or green for that matter. And I kept breaking them back and forth, trying to figure it out, and I just couldn't do it. And it wasn't until I actually converted up all these guys into some professions that I noticed that. That's not a 6. That's not a 6. So, yeah, I don't know why I grabbed 4s for those, but I messed up. I messed up royally. But it's not a big deal. I'll just do those off camera in between episodes through the hole. In between episodes, I'll get all that done. I just can't believe I did that. Honest, like, stupid moment there for me. But that's it for today, guys. This was a nice, relaxing episode for me. Not a lot to do. A little bit of building down there, but it was really simple. Unlike building this outside of the pyramid bit in last episode. That was fun and everything, but it just very, very, very block placement intensive. So yeah. But until next time, you guys have yourselves a good one.